Hi everyone. How are you? Sorry, I'm just trying to get my camera straightened out here. I was gonna shoot in portrait view and then it told me that I couldn't. So now it's kind of a wonky angle, but we're good. So hi guys, and I'll give you a few moments to jump on. Feel free to comment or give this a like. Let me know that you're on. And I just thought I have the night off. I have 4 kids, for those of you who don't know. And my husband is taking care of them tonight. So I just thought normally I would go out and hi Lorraine, hi Marilyn, good to see you, Marilyn from Minnesota, and Madeline, hi, people are starting to check on, so that's great. So yeah, say hello, feel free, I have a tea, grab your own. Hi Sandra. And great, thank you so much for subscribing, and great that you could be here. And grab your work in progress. I'm gonna crochet a little bit while we chat. Hi, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, sorry. Malucha from Portugal. And hi Christina, Lynn, great to see you. And hi Jody, yes, we are doing well, thank you. I hope you are too. These are strange times that we're kind of living in, so yeah, I have a free night. So it's true, Lori. That's what I was saying before. So my husband has the kids, and normally I'd go out, but things being what they are, I'm here. And yes, it's nice to meet you too, Sandra. And I thought, well, I might as well jump on. So I'm gonna be live here on YouTube for a little bit, and then later I'm gonna head over to TikTok. If you're on TikTok, I have a channel over there as well. And I'll be live there around 9 o'clock. And just hang out and crochet with you guys and see how you guys are doing, and check in, and maybe have a little bit of fun. So, so if you hear the kids yelling or screaming, they've been inside for a little bit. Hi, Terry, and hi from to Iowa. You have hail coming in. Oh my goodness. How's our weather doing? Our weather is doing all right. It's been a little bit colder than it normally would be this time of year, and today we've had a lot of rain, which is why you might hear the kids are getting a little bit antsy and wanting to get out and run around. But we're making do. So yeah, I hope the hail isn't too bad for you, and I know it can become damaging, and hail's not the weather that you want to have in May. So hello Bonnie, good to see you. And yeah, so I am gonna talk a little bit about what I'm working on lately, and feel free, I'd love to hear what you're working on this time of year. Yes, hail is better than snow, and so is rain. Yes, nice to meet you, Angela. And hi, Crafting a Planned Life, first time visitor from Indiana, welcome. Hello from Florida. There's so many of you guys on right now. This is great. Thanks for stopping in. Bonnie and Vicky, great. And you're very welcome. Chiropractor Quad Cities, and Marie from Massachusetts, that's so great to see you. So tonight I am working on a hat, and hi Joan, and I'm working on some men's hats. Hello Kay. I realized I did the men's classic beanie like feels like a long time ago. I don't know if it was 1 or 2 years ago. I did the men's classic beanie, and since then I've had some requests for some new hats and that. So that's what I've been working on these last couple days, as well as my blanket. I don't know if you guys have seen the blanket. I've been posting kind of some sneak peeks, and then I got, so Cheryl says she just got hit with some strong wind and rain. Yeah, it's the weather's kind of unpredictable this time of year, isn't it? So Jetta, maybe next time. Great to say hi. And yeah, it's Andrew Thompson says, I wear your men's hat. He does. Very good. Thank you very much. Judith is crocheting baby blankets for her great-grandchildren. Oh, those would be so sweet. I love crochet baby blankets. We were given some, and sometimes people say, you know, it's hard to give crochet items to someone who crochets, but I love receiving crochet items. With my last, so I have a little guy who's almost a year now, and we were given some gorgeous crochet blankets, and I love them and he loves them, and they're snuggly. And I think when you crochet and you receive a crochet item, you just know how much work and time went into that, so it kind of makes it all the more special. So I love receiving crochet blankets and that. Crafting a Plan Life says, where are you from? I am in southwestern Ontario, kind of a rural area on the southwest side, obviously. And yeah, Jody says you appreciate it so much more. It's true, those crochet gifts. So Kay is working on Sophie's Universe, and I missed this comment before it faded away. But I've seen so many people doing the Crochet Universe, Sophie's Universe, and it's gorgeous. So Bonnie is in Georgia, and yeah, I'm originally from Nova Scotia. So, and hi Sylvia from Saskatchewan, Canada. Carol's working on a couch runner. So yeah, I'm from Nova Scotia. I grew up there, and I moved to Ontario after in university, and met my husband, and so then we moved here, and then we lived in Montreal for a little bit in Quebec, and then came back to Ontario. I think it's been almost 10 years now. So hi Jody from New Brunswick. My parents are in New Brunswick, actually. That's where they live, in northern New Brunswick. And Suzanne from New Brunswick. Lots of New Brunswickers on here tonight. So Lori's making a Tunisian scarf. Nova Scotia is beautiful. This year, it's around this time of year, it's kind of messy. It's kind of hit and miss, but I still kind of yearn to go back there. We were supposed to go for March break, but then of course, because everything happened and they started shutting down provincial borders and stuff, we decided to stay here. Someone I just saw there was working on their first sweater. Very good. I don't often do a lot of wearables like sweaters and that, but it's something that I definitely have on my wish list. My never-ending wish list. Hi Robin, first time listening, welcome. Leslie just made a shawl for her mom. You started crocheting 3 months ago. Oh good, I'm glad that you like it so much. It is a fun craft, you know, and it's just nice to have something creative to do, and you can do so much with crochet. So I started crocheting, I don't know how many years ago. I guess it's been almost 15 years ago that I started really thinking about crochet and really doing it. I had someone sit down and teach me how to do it, and I just love it. Joan is working on a cotton toddler dress. That would be very sweet. And yeah, so hi from Alaska. Hello, Anna. Nice to meet you. But yeah, so going back, have you crocheted a rug? Leslie asks. Actually, I have. And I've done 2 of them, and they're not actually up on my blog. They were early patterns that I did, and so they're just up on my Etsy and Ravelry shops. I did a spa bath mat, so only like a square mat, and I haven't done anything bigger. So the spa bath mat I did with 100% cotton, And I did another one with the Karen cakes when they first came out, and again it was just kind of like a small foot mat. I think eventually I am going to bring them over to the blog though, so if you hang on a little bit, I'll try and remember to make a note of that and bring those mats. But there are a couple mats that I've done. I've seen some gorgeous like floor ones for the rooms, and beautiful textures in that. Hi Rena, good to see you. Yeah, mats are kind of fun to make. I haven't, again, I haven't made one in a while, but I've seen some people make some gorgeous ones. But I consider doing a tutorial on it. You want to make a runner or something. Like a mat, yeah. How do you keep the crochet rug from slipping? So, yeah, I would consider doing a tutorial about it, especially if I take the ones from my Etsy and Ravelry shop and bring them over. How do you keep it from slipping? You can purchase this kind of foamy, rubbery stuff. That's kind of what I've used, and that you would put under like a placemat, or yeah, and you can put that underneath of it. Yes, Stop Slip is the other one, so it's like a paint or glue that you would just kind of put under it as needed. Yes, so there are quite a few different brands of it, and it would make it non-slip. You can also use that on your slippers as well. I think there's one called Sock Stop or whatever. But it definitely does help, and I like to use it on slippers, especially if you're making things for children and that toddlers who are just learning how to walk. It's nice to have that kind of sticky underneath. Yes, you can cut it to size. You love that stuff. I did see someone just had a question there about, hi Patty, about using what to use for your face cloths. I like, and I think it's generally recommended to use like a 100% cotton. Hot glue works well for the mats, I just saw. So for your face cloths, face scrubbies, 100% cotton, you can't go wrong with that. There are a few brands. There's some out by Red Heart. Bernat Handicrafter cotton tends to be what I use because I have easy access to it here in Canada. And yeah, but definitely a cotton. There are some patterns up there on my blog, and you can see them here on YouTube if you check out, I think I have a washcloths and scrubbies one playlist, so you can check out that, and I have several patterns in there for them. But yeah, hello Aunt Ida, you're watching for the first time, welcome. So there seems to be a lot of newbies here. Hobby Lobby, I love this cotton. I've heard of that one. Unfortunately, we don't have Hobby Lobby in Canada, so I haven't been able to try it, but a lot of people recommend the I Love This Cotton by Hobby Lobby. That's a good one. So there are a lot of first timers on here, so welcome. I haven't done a live. I think I looked back, I think it was my birthday last time that I did a live, and that's back in September, so it's been a long time. I'm sorry for getting away from the lives. Yeah, I guess life just kept on going, and I can't believe it's been so long. So someone's working on a lightweight blanket. That'd be nice for this warmer weather that's coming up. And can you order it online? Oh, is that the Hobby Lobby? I don't believe that they ship to Canada. Yeah, life does that to you. Exactly. It kind of gets away on you. Yeah, I don't think Hobby Lobby does ship to Canada, as far as what I've heard. Now, I can probably find someone on Etsy and that would sell it, but I probably wouldn't get the Hobby Lobby prices, which I hear are also very good. In Canada, we're limited in our yarn selection. We have Michael's stores, but even then, sometimes some of the lines, yeah, you can ask your Hobby Lobby. Yeah, because even like our Michael's, some of the lines, some of the newer yarns, you folks in the States would get it long before before we would, or a few months at least, before we would get it here. And then other than Michael's, it's basically our local yarn store or Walmart. Walmart is good. So Crafting a Planned Life says, how are things in your area? Are you on lockdown? We are kind of in lockdown. We're doing this whole social distancing thing. And up until a couple days ago, mostly everything was closed. So our provincial government is now starting to open things. Hobby Lobby is shut down. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so they're just starting to open essential businesses. And I believe next week, stores that are not attached to a mall, they have their own entrances and that, I believe they can be starting to open, as long as they can continue to ensure the social distancing, the cleaning, and that kind of thing. Seasonal places have opened, some of the garden centers have. Some places will require that you wear a mask, and some places don't, or they will only allow a certain number of people into the store at one time. So that's kind of how things are. In Canada, as far as the virus and the spread of the virus is concerned, it's, I think the cases are not dwindling, but they're not growing as much as they were. I haven't been keeping up with the counts and that kind of thing. But it's kind of encouraging to see. And then they talk about a second wave, and you know, you just don't know. You just don't know what's kind of going on. In my area, thankfully, there are no cases at the moment. Last I checked a couple days ago. So hopefully it stays that way, fingers crossed. But schools and everything like that, they are all still shut down. Which is why my kids, maybe I am going insane. My husband bought me this mug for Mother's Day, and it's Mom upside down as well. And I thought, well, this is perfect, because sometimes as a mom of 4 kids, I feel like I am upside down, or my house is upside down. So it's, it's something. It's something, but I forget who asked that question, but how are things in your area? I don't know if you're still on, or anyone can answer that. How are you guys doing? Are you still in lockdown? Are you feeling the stress of everything? Feel free to let me know. But I'm going to continue working on my hat. I've resorted to using yarn that I have at home. So for this hat, I'm using kind of a mishmash. This is the Heartland Thick and Quick yarn, just in a brown. I kind of pulled it out of the closet. And then I tried it. I'll just give you a sneak peek of the hat. So this hat I'm hoping will be up in a couple of weeks. A new men's beanie. This is made with, I think it's the Lion brand Thick and Quick. Again, I just pulled it out of my closet. So yeah, so that's kind of the hat I'm working on as we chat here. But yeah, and then before I head out, I am going to show you the blanket. So the blanket that I had up in the community tab here on YouTube, I had asked like what colors I should use to join, because I never know what colors I should use to join, and almost overwhelmingly you guys recommended that I use gray to join, and also for the border. So I did work on it, I joined it, and I put the border on. So I'll give you a sneak peek tonight. The blanket I'm hoping is going to be a crochet along, and the crochet along I'm hoping will start on April 25th at the latest. So I just need to get some final pictures done and do some video work for you, and then I will be able to get it up. But before I head out, I will be sure to show you that blanket. Now at the moment on YouTube, I can't see any comments or anything like that, so I'm not sure if everyone just went very quiet or if I can see that you're still on. But I'd love to hear what everyone else is working on, if you'd like to share. But it seems that the comments have gone dark. So, and then as far as upcoming projects, let me just see. It's kind of hard to have like a conversation with yourself. But yeah, I'm not sure. I had a whole bunch of comments streaming there. Maybe you guys can still see the comments. I'm not sure. But I'll still continue to hang out and ramble on until I see more. So as far as upcoming projects that I am working on at the moment, I've mentioned some men's hats. Now I've also had, regarding the men's hats, I've had a few requests about, sorry, someone's knocking at the door. Hang on 1 second. I will be right back. Hang on. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, I'm back. So my husband handed me the phone, and and all the comments are here. So I don't know why I can't see the comments. Oh, that's funny. So here we go. May, not April. Alaska, we have Michael's. I can see that. Okay, great. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so I'll go back to what I was saying. As far as the upcoming projects that I'm working on men's hats. And I had a few requests for me to rework the men's classic beanie so that it has color in it. So I'm also working on that video at the moment and pattern write-up, so I'll have that available for you for those who were interested in it. And then as well, I'm also in the planning stages for some women's hats. I'm kind of going on a hat binge at the moment. I was in a crochet group and someone asked the question what they thought this year's hat was going to be. I know probably some of you have worked on the Katniss beanie, and there was one other one that I know the twisted headbands were really popular, but it got me thinking that I'm gonna have to start thinking about hats. But it's hard to be in that mode about thinking about winter wear when we're finally starting to get some warmer weather and be able to get outside more, and now all of a sudden I have to start thinking about what I'm going to wear when it starts to snow again. But that's the way things go. So life just continues on. Yeah, so I have some women's hats coming, and I'm really excited about those. And then I'm also working on, at the moment, a comfort shawl, which most of the time they're probably called a prayer shawl. So I'm working on one of those. And yeah, and then of course my crochet along, which will hopefully be up in a couple of weeks. So I feel like I missed a stitch here. No, I'm still good. That's what happens, I guess, when you crochet and talk at the same time. Yeah, so there's lots of stuff that I've planned, and then of course, if you're new here and you don't know already, this channel is updated every Sunday morning. I try to post around 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Sunday morning, and it'll be a new stitch tutorial. So those, I have a number of them scheduled. I have some lacy ones coming up, and I have the extended double crochet stitch, and that coming up on Sunday, and then there's several others that are coming as well. But anyway, before I sign off, I will give you a little bit of a sneak peek of this blanket, and thank you so much, you guys, for recommending the gray edging along with the gray join. I think it looks absolutely amazing, and love it. And edging is always such a hard thing, you know, you never, as far as what color, especially if you're working a blanket in multiple colors, I just never know, do I go lighter, do I go darker, and that kind of thing. So I did, in the end, just like a simple, so it's a slip stitch kind of flat join. You can kind of see it there. It's a slip stitch only in the back loops only, and it makes it relatively flat. Now I haven't blocked this or anything yet, so there is still a little bit of a ridge. I'll have the tutorial up, of course, the video tutorial for this flat slip stitch join, and then this is the front. So it does kind of make a really nice secure join for the blanket. And then I just did a simple edging. Now someone had recommended that I do a kind of a moss stitch design so that you could make it checkered and white, and I did toy with the idea. I ran out of white yarn though, and I didn't want to have to, I had enough gray, so I ended up just doing the gray. But if, and I'll explain it when you're working your crochet along, it is definitely an option. But anyway, so this is the blanket. I'm so excited. It's the crochet along is going to probably run for 5 or 6 weeks, and we shall I'll see when I get it all planned out. There are 5 different stitches, and you're going to make, there are simple squares, you're going to make 6 squares of each stitch, so there'll be 30 squares in total, but they're all kind of lightweight squares. I thought with spring and summer kind of coming in, that it'd be nice to have a lighter weight blanket, so none of the heavy textures, which I usually have, but I played with some kind of pretty stitches, and all of them do follow a theme, which will of course be revealed hopefully on the 25th. You can keep watching here, check out the channel and Facebook and Instagram, and I will probably give some more sneak peeks and give you guys a little bit of a heads up as far as the materials and that are concerned, and maybe some of the stitches. There's another lacy one, and I think it's quite pretty. So I'm using the Caron Simply Soft. You will need just a worsted weight yarn for it, I can tell you that much. The amounts, I can't tell you that yet, but we'll get there. So yeah, so this is coming along, the next crochet along. I'm excited about it, and I do hope that you guys will join me for it. And if you haven't already, be sure to jump on over to Facebook and join there. Any photos in that will be happening in the Facebook community, which is my Facebook group there, and yeah, and then of course on Instagram. So that's gonna be fun, February 25th, and be sure to check it out. But anyway, I am going to sign off and continue enjoying my children-free crochet time, and it's been fun chatting with you, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. So until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.